King. Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
All right, what's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Congratulations to y'all for making it till Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. There are a couple of things I wanted to talk about. This is gonna probably be a short broadcast because I do have things to do, just like you probably do. So, um, but I do want to give my 2 cents, as you see in the thumbnail. What's up, Detached? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate your everlasting support. Thank you, Brixton Bay. I appreciate your support as well. Billy too, how you doing? Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I hope your legs are doing well and you're folding them appropriately. Somebody had the nerve to come in my comment section and talking about, oh, well, Obama folded his legs like that too. I was like, I could not even. I just put the hands up emoji. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get the back and forth. I'm not gonna disrespect Obama, but they had the nerve to sit up there and say, well, Obama folded his legs like that. I was like, anyway, um, so let's jump into it real quick. Regarding the real world news, as you know, we're currently going through a government shutdown. What y'all may not know is that while those people who are, whatever you want to call them, furloughed, not furloughed, but who still have to work but not receive a paycheck, do you not know that those in Congress and the legislators, they still receive their paycheck? I'm like, what? I'm like, what kind of inequity is that? When I heard that, I was like, oh hell no to the no no, for real for real. I was like,
Oh hell
that's how it was. I was like, how, like, that's just so not right that the people out here struggling, like, they gotta be the air traffic controller, still gotta go to work. All the people for the government still gotta go to work but not receiving no paycheck. Like they said, I bet a whole bunch of people are called in sick because that's just sick that they would do that. Also, we talked about Bad Bunny, and I came across something. I said, you know what? This may be Jay Z's get back to the NFL and the Rump administration. Because guess what? Rock Nation, which you know Jay Z owns, or I guess is CEO of, or whatever, is responsible for putting on the halftime show for the NFL. So now he sits up there and chooses Bad Bunny. Now everybody like, okay, you choose Bad Bunny, but is anybody gonna understand his songs because they in Spanish? And I'm like, this is a very strategic move by Jay Z because I feel like, or I should say, a political move by Jay Z because what if the government did say they're gonna do something? I guess to distract. I don't know what they low key said they're gonna do something to interfere with that. So I don't know if they're gonna have ICE. I mean, Bad Bunny said he did not come to the United States. Did he say? Yeah, Bad Bunny doesn't have a United States leg on his tour because he didn't want his fans to be rounded up by ICE sitting outside. I said, oh, that's very interesting because actually, Bad Bunny is going to. They said do the Super Bowl performance in the middle of his world tour. So I was like, oh wow. So yeah, so that should be interesting. But I think that's a very politically motivated decision by Jay Z. So Brixton Bay says they are still the ice. Yeah, so it should be interesting, right? But it's gonna be interesting because while y'all gonna sit up there and target white people too, because you know that's a that's a big money maker, you know, at a very expensive event. So mm, it should be interesting how that pans out. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on. Isn't he Puerto Rican? Art, dead child. That don't matter over here, Brixton. If you look Hispanic, you if you look un-American and un-American by American I mean white, then they come after you pretty much. So they don't care. Do you got Puerto Rican stamped on? If you Puerto Rican, that don't mean you got some Puerto Rican stamped on the top of your forehead with a PR. They don't care. If you look Hispanic and you look like you don't belong here, then no. But the crazy part is, I want to know about the Indians. Like, how do Indians feel about this? How do Native Americans? Because the crazy part is, what if you pick up Native Americans? Like, what? Like, how you gonna pick up people who were here before you, and you admitted to it to the point that you have given them land and special considerations because they are indigenous to this country? How, what is, child? They better not pick up no Native Americans. That's what I'm just saying. So, what's up, Miss Marshall? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Make the best of your stay. Thank you, Miss Marshall. That's why I tell them, child. They want to run over. Well, we'll get into that, Miss Marshall. They think the best of their days is sitting on panels talking about Vegas. That's the highlight of that day. Bristol Babe says, "Where is all the money those say? Where are the trillions being for?" Well, he just. Well, I just went before I came on. I just saw a brief headline saying that he's thinking about giving $2,000 checks to because of all the money that's made from the tariffs. But don't be taxing me on something that you gonna give it out because of what the money you made. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to say to that. Don't be taxing me. Because during the whole pandemic situation, they want to come back and tax people. Like, on what? That was relief. That was relief on income that was missed out on. Now you want to tax me? Get out of here. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What else someone talking about real world news? Oh, okay. So the whole lockout, whatever they call it, government shutdown. I don't know. I feel like they ain't gonna prolong this as long as they can. I feel like they feel they can get away with certain things during this lockdown. Um, Ironically, the stock market they say goes up during a lockdown. But let me tell you something: the stock market gonna go down once they come out of that lockdown because the jobs report was supposed to be released today, and that was supposed to really be a real shaker of the market because it was only going to validate that the economy was on shaky ground. How ironic that, in case you didn't know, like if the government shut down, then the government reports don't come out. I said, look at this play here. Look at this play here. So it's going to buy y'all more time to prepare for them numbers. Now, the only thing that may go against what I'm saying if those numbers get leaked. But mind you, the last time they did this, they had to revise it almost a million jobs that weren't created or were lost. I forget. So they're gonna be very interesting because a lot of like when those numbers come out, just expect the stock market to take a tank. So, like I say to me right now, the thing that I'm watching really is gold. Gold seems to be one of the safest investments. This is not financial advice, it's just an observation. So gold seems to be one of the safest investments and stuff like that. So, and I feel honestly, he's pushing. He's pushing. If y'all see what's going up, crypto's going up, Bitcoin's going up, and I see what's going on because even if the job report comes back bad, what that means they're going to have to cut. And when they cut, they say cash is trash. So people are moving to more stable coins. Interesting enough, stable coins and metals. So y'all do your research and check that out. Um, it's very interesting, very very interesting. And if I was looking at in terms of planning for the future, for all this AI ambitions that they have, what do they need? The main thing they need is energy. They need energy, and they need these they call them metals, rare earth metals. I would be looking at that because right now they're seeing their importance more than ever. You might as well get it on the ground floor. First, it was the AI, then it was the chips, and then once they started realizing how much power they consume, they're like, "Oh Lord, we need to go to nuclear. We need power and all that." So, do your own research. Okay, all right. Bristol Bay says, "Come through, gold." I've been telling you, yes, gold, yes. Buy y'all some gold. You know, I think they people gold and silver. I think people crap on gold and silver because it was at a low for a long period of time. But I think they're going to use that Fort Knox situation to revalue the gold and well not yeah revalue the gold and then try to reset the economic system. That's what I honestly feel is what's occurring. They just trying to figure out how to execute, and a government shutdown may be one of them. Who knows how long this will go? Who knows? They didn't even show up at what they call it at Congress. They didn't even show up. It was only the Democrats were there, and the Republicans are the ones crying that the Democrats are holding out. What? So yeah, y'all save y'all money. Y'all stack on cans and stuff like that. And let me just say something. Let's be honest. I know I gotta get ready to get up out of here, but let me just say this: the man, what's his name, Jerome, told you he being straightforward. He just cannot say certain things straightforward. But he told you the market is overvalued, y'all. The market Netflix is $1,140 for a damn subscription service, and then now Elon trying to tell people to cancel or black out or what they call it boycott Netflix because some crazy program that was on there. They said that targeted kids and shit. Okay, but how long would that? I mean, really, Americans are all about their TV, and they how long would that gonna last? Like for real, for real. What was the point I was trying to make? Well, a boycott, and then overvalued in the market. So when it's overvalued, a crash is about to come, y'all. It's just I think they propping stuff up right now. So when it does happen, which might be caused by these job numbers, um, we can still stay afloat. Because these are Meta $800, Apple 200 and something dollars. Like the stock, like what? In the time period in which they did it is crazy to me. Like yeah, so we definitely, and then when they cut the interest rate, gonna lead to more inflation. So y'all just prepare. That's what I say. Look at the gold situation. This is not financial advice, but y'all, the record speaks for itself. And gold is an international commodity that's been around for centuries. The U.S. dollar has not. So just in case you want to know. Did I say hello to you, Black Girls Code? What's up? I see Dr. Soapy stop by. How you doing, Dr. Soapy? You going to Vegas or Atlanta or Seattle? All right, y'all. Let's get into that's all I got for y'all. Let's get into the news that you absolutely cannot use. We'll be right back. Please feel free to send a gesture, dollar signs, Sir King crowd. Damn, because these people sitting down money for the stupidest ish. Okay, and let's play a main recipient of the begging right here.
We live. We live, child. We live, child. We live. We live. Tracy's Pieces. Tracy's Pieces. We live, child. They mad, child. Why they mad, child? Okay. Woo! We live. We live, child. We live, child. We live. We live. Tracy's Pieces. Tracy's Pieces. We live, child. They mad, child. Why they mad, child? Okay. Woo! Woo!
Sound like a damn donkey. We mad because you don't deserve to go on a trip. Shit, you got two like somebody said you got two men and you still begging for money. Like I think she's just a jump off, right? She's so happy to have this interaction, and them dudes are so happy to have a jump off or add her to their body count. That shit's just like I just don't. Mm, mm. I bet she be doing everything and anything they ask for. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, let's start with Brianna. Told y'all. Did not tell you about Brianna. I said to get close to the holidays, Brianna gonna come back. Sure enough, the next day, what happened? Voila, her ass pop up. I said, look at this. Ain't they should call me Sir what is it? Searchadamus. Sir Kinkadamus, right? Sir Kinkadamus, because I be sitting up there predicting shit. Okay? Now Brianna wants to have her cake and eat it too, okay? Wants to have her cake and eat it too, literally, figuratively, and directly, okay? Because she up here complaining. Now she says she ain't her and her man have been they've seen each other every day since what December 9th? Well, ain't that what you're supposed to do in a relationship? See your man every day? And then she like, I need my space. I need my space. Them kids don't ever go to him. They all go to me. But ain't that what you signed up for? Ain't you stand up and say you want to be Mama Bear? And now you got it. But you can't now you can't handle it. So that's why I got she grown, but she childlike. You wanted that. You accepted that into your life. You always talk about my boundaries, my boundaries. Well, you allowed them to come into your boundaries. I'm appalled, Brianna. You gotta woman up. You brought that man into your house. And you knew long ago where all that came with. And now you complaining? Talking about, oh, Riley says that she never sees me. Riley ain't your girlfriend. Riley ain't your wife. So you need to tell Riley that you felt the same way when she was around here and she was busy with mommy responsibilities. You a mama now to 8 kids. You a mama. You a mama, Brianna. So it's time to accept that. You don't have one. You don't have two. You don't have three. You don't have four. You don't have five. You don't have six. You don't have seven. You have eight. No, you actually have nine. Because he sound like a big ass baby too, Brianna. So you need to really be careful on how you do this. Because you're now interjecting a consistent presence in those kids' lives that I feel with your selfish ass that you might sit up here and say this is too much, and you may snatch your independence back. You may sit up here and say, "Oh, I can't do this no more. This is too much. Mentally, this isn't too much for me. Physically, this isn't too much for me. You guys gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whatever you call them, Pettyville, Dependaville, I don't know. But you gotta tell him he gotta go, or you gonna tell him he got to go back to one of his 8 baby mamas, and they have to stay over there. I see it. I hate to say that, Brianna, but you know that you stressed out, and you know that's something what you anticipate and the fantasy that you created in your mind is not equal out to the realization of what you had is actually more stressful than a fantasy. So, especially when they snatching power cords and disconnecting your computer and your lights so you won't do your work. So yeah. So but see you playing games because you're forming emotional ties with those kids. And when now you snatch your independence back, they gonna be jolted because they're now gonna not gonna be like, what the hell? We moving, we gotta get out. That big ass lady don't want us no more. Yes, that's so be careful how you do that. Do it slow and gently, okay? That's what I'm saying. Let me see what y'all said about that. Sir Tracy, oh, Sir Kings is a compulsive liar. Tracy is money manless. Oh, child. Mm. Tracy's a jump off. So when a man needs something to jump on, they run to her. Anyway, but she has no shame. I really lost a lot of respect for Tracy too. Not that I had much, but the tinge that I did have is all gone. So okay. All right, let me see what else y'all said. Yeah, complete. No, I'm an international traveler. I'm not broke. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Lord, tell it. You ain't broke. Mm-mm. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is Jay Wilson sets up Honest Row. Now, this happened about 10 lives ago, which was yesterday or the day before, because you know that man gonna lie. That man was driving in the motherfucker. This dude is so dependent on a YouTube check. He driving with the sun visor down and can't even see the camera. I was like, damn, like safety first, right? Safety first, Jay. Like, you really need that money for something. You must want to stunt so hard at homecoming that you really put the risk and the safety of all the other motorists in jeopardy. Driving with the damn sun visor down because you need your YouTube check. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So like I said, 10 lives ago. I don't know if it's 10 lives ago, but he go live so much. It's feel like you when you go back and watch the video, it feel like it been a damn month. It has only been a day. But anyway, so he said something very interesting about Honest Row because they trying to work this thing out with Brian and Honest Row was supposed to go where to what Seattle and they supposed to get married and with Shakim and all this. So Jay Wilson jumps in and says, "Oh, don't let them find." Now he's talking about what's this What is it called? The school he went to. I always forget the name. Arlington. I don't know. New Fork. Okay, New Fork. Something. I don't know. So he sits up there and says, "Oh, don't let them find out you acting a certain way at alumni or the homecoming." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh," I said, "You know what, Jay Wilson, you dirty." So what Jay Wilson was, because I guess Ro was supposed to dress up in a dress or whatever. So what he said is, "Oh, don't let them find out you acting or dressing up or acting a fool against, that would embarrass the alumni at Norfolk State." And I'm sitting here, I'm saying, how would they know? First of all, how would they know Jay Wilson, their honest role, was acting a fool in Seattle unless you told them, right? See, that's that sneaky ass stuff that Jay Wilson do that people don't like. And I'm like, So Jay Wilson gonna try to soil, allegedly, Honest Rose's name at this homecoming celebration that they got going on whenever they have it going on. I said, wow, that's motherfucking grimy. That's grimy as hell, Jay Wilson, if you do that shit. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's crazy. And for you to even say that, like who would even report Honest Rose to the Alumni Association if he act a fool? You. I was like, wow. Honest Rose, I hope you heard that because I heard that too. I was gonna put a timestamp, but I wasn't gonna get that man that kind of press. So, Honest Rose, you watch out for Jay Wilson because Jay Wilson is no good. He might be jealous of you. That man got a jealous ass spirit, and he's still talking about he going back to get some cherry blossom or something on his face. I hope no, I don't hope that, but his face going one day his face gonna get stuck. One half gonna work and the other one ain't, because he's sitting there putting all that shit up in his face, trying to preserve his youth and look good for homecoming. Like really, really, like I said, the true test is what you do afterwards. What do you do after that? What do you do after that? Oh, very interesting. All right, the last part I got to talk about before I go is Lemon pays for friends. Lemon, really, really, you child. Hold on, 1 second. Hold on. Oh hell no! Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right. So Lemon, you gonna tell me that you gotta pay people to come to your event? Let me say it again. Lim, you gotta pay people to come to your event. You gotta pay Sassy, which is completely against her brand, begging for cash to go to Vegas. Then you go pay for Lolo. Then you go to the pay for Tracy. I was like, what? What? So I can understand people don't like you. People don't like you. People are liking you because of what you can provide from them. And you look like a whole fool out here paying for people to go on a trip with you. Like, if anything, they should have wanted to and like you enough to spend their own resources to go out there. And then if you wanted to maybe show gratitude for them coming out there and joining you for a vacation, then you hook them up with something. But to pay them, and they told you, well, we ain't going there, we ain't on it. They don't like you. To me, it comes across as users. They're using you. And that's sad, Lemon. That's sad. To know if you really sit down in the mirror with your legs crossed, undo ragged, okay, and mouth open, you will see that people don't like you. And you have to go above and beyond to keep the image that they do, or to make you feel as if they do. Because now, Lemon, what you have done open is you have opened up a Pandora's box. You now pay for their flight. Okay. You know now is you're gonna pay for their hotel room. But what's next, Lemon? You wanna pay for their food? You're gonna pay for their trinkets. You're gonna pay for their phone plan so they can call family back home. When is it gonna stop? And then you had the nerve to disrespect them. You're like, oh, you know, if you can't if you can't, beggars. Pretty much, he was saying beggars can't be choosers to Lolo last night. Pretty much, that's what he was saying. Because there was another fare that may have been a little bit cheaper. He's like, well, no, go with the other cheaper fare. And she's like, oh no, no. And then he pretty much told her, pretty much said, yeah, you're beggars can't be choosers. Okay, like they said, like somebody said, we hope you paid that tax bill, child. Because let me see what y'all said before I have to depart. Hold on. Didn't you used to pay Lemonade to sit with you? No, I didn't. SB Napu TT. Well, you need to go TT and PP and get your facts straight. I didn't pay Lemon to sit on by me. No. When there was money to give, I reciprocated for his dedication to the broadcast. But if you situate, obviously you knew, I countless times said I could not pay that man on a regular basis. But when there were opportunities to do so, I did so because of him being dedicated to the broadcast. Miss TT, Poo Poo, Papa, Doo Doo. Um, Let me see what else y'all saying. What's up, soul sister? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Black Girls Code says, in my opinion, Jay Wilson's the worst player. He has inflated unrealistic self-importance. He's a fraud. Well, Black Girls Code, Jay Wilson takes the cake because he plays with God. That's why I ain't really harsh on anybody else except his ass, because he plays with God. He thinks God is something to be monetized, mocked, degrade, use it as a form to degrade others. So, that's why I think that's very dangerous. Make it make sense, or can I try to tell you, and I can't, he is being used. Of course, but Brixton, you gotta understand, in his position, he feels like he on the top of the hill and that people need him. And he likes that euphoric feeling of now knowing that, oh, these people couldn't go to Vegas if it wasn't for me. And that I could immediately give them $250 a piece, I guess, to contribute to their airfare and make it so that they can come. So it's a power situation. Obviously, the power that he does not have in his real life, but it's a power situation for him to be able to have that ability and execution to do that. So, um, yeah, but they don't like him for him. Okay, so let me see. Lemon chases, man. He decided not to pay for the hotel room. Oh, okay. Well, when the part that I saw quickly or briefly, because Ness was talking about it. He did say it. So, let's see. So he pretended to have plenty of money. Then, when it was time to pay, he felt uncomfortable. Yeah, he felt uncomfortable because he didn't know. He don't know when the money train gonna stop. So that'd be stupid to pay out something all the way. I heard it was in February. It'd be stupid to pay out something and then you never know when that money may cease. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I always heard he was tight with the wallet. So who knows? SB Poo Poo TT Boo Boo says, "Said now stop complaining for what you created. I didn't create nothing. I didn't create nothing. Obviously, you have not been around here, SB22PP Doo Doo, because you would know that Lemon is a completely different person than he is now. Okay, SBTT Poo Poo Doo Doo. Oh, what's up, Molly? How you doing? Long time no see. He's supposed to make money off a meetup, not pay them. He doesn't understand business on a very basic level. It's so cringeworthy. Well, Molly, that's a catch-22 because he may cause people to stop giving to him, not out of hate, but if they see their money going to the likes of a Tracy and are supposed to have it all bougie sassy, then they be like, what the fuck I'm giving it to you for? Your money is my money is not for them, it's for you. So, and that will cause people to give as well. So he has to be careful with that, because I mean, he ain't no entrepreneur from that sense. That he got it like that. So people be like, you know what? Molly says, you know what? I might not give to Lemon. I'll give $4.99. It's okay. So thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate you for your generosity because you've been like Santa Claus for 365 days for these damn content creators. So thank you, Molly Maybach.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so that is a very interesting situation because you paying for people who don't really like you, right? And now those people have, if you want to be real slick about it, Tracy could back her way out the trip, right? Because you now ain't paying for the hotel room, so she can say, "Oh, I can't afford it," and then just take your money. Anyway, let me quickly change his mind about paying everyone's way after he realized the cost. Wait, are you telling me he didn't go to the hotel room? Child. Mm, mm, mm. So he backed away after he saw that it would be close to $1,500 for two, well, $3,000 if he was going to get two hotel rooms. How long are they supposed to be there? 3 days, 4 days? I don't know. So yeah, Bristol Bay, she took the money already. I guess he sent it to him last night because they were like, they were hemming and hawing. And once he realized they weren't going to go because they had no money, I guess, or they weren't going to use their own funds. So yeah. Oh, Tracy and Lemon fell out. SK Child. See, thank you. I do not go back and I tell you, I don't watch. So when I say I don't watch, I don't watch. I go briefly, watch 5 minutes, and then I'm out. Um, you said they fell out. Well, why they fell out? Black Girls Code. I got about 5 more minutes. Why they fell out? Black Girls Code. Child. Mm-mm-mm. What? They fell out. What happened there? See, told you. Can't trust that heathen. Can't trust that heathen. That lady's a heathen, y'all. She desperate for money. Because anytime you sacrifice your self-respect, Lemon, when you gonna send the cash out, babes? Can I get my cash out from yesterday too? Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait right here until you send it. Anytime you do that repeatedly, no, no. So, child, that was probably her whole plan. Sorry, y'all. Due to the mistrust, they are unable to have one person coordinate the event and earn income. I agree because it's gonna have to be an independent operation because people don't trust people with their private information. You think Sassy gonna sit up there and give Lemon her first and last name, real first and last name? Please get up out of here. I still feel that picture that y'all seeing is a way younger picture because that lady got sound older as hell. Not old, but that lady sound like she in her late 30s, early 40s. That's her early 30s, 40s voice. That person on that picture seen a day in their 20s. That's what I'm saying. So he threw that ticket in her face. Oh, so I gotta go back and watch that. Bristol Bay says Tracy read a book, the back check comment disparaging that son. Lemon wasn't going to read it, but Tracy insisted on it. Ooh. Because Tracy violated his rules about kids by reading the whole atrocious comment about Nessa, her child. Mm, that seemed like a interesting. That seemed interesting. Stella says Lemon started that mess with his drunk ass. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I have to go back, Molly, and watch. If you got a timestamp, let me know because I ain't got 8 hours to waste on that. But if you got a timestamp where it started from, because like I said, when I was there, they were copacetic and they were cool. Everybody was happy they got their plane ticket. Lolo talking about this and talking about that, getting chastised by Sassy, talking about you got to have limits to say no. Because I think they talking about some food that was Tracy talking about, no, I'm not contributing to your $100 buffet limit. I'm like, child. So, yeah, but yet you want him to give you money to go to Vegas. Whew. Anyway, Black Girls Code says Tracy went to her platform and cursed him out. Go listen. Okay, thank you, Black Girls Code, because I don't watch her ass either. Anyway, what's up, CEO, little boss lady? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. That's what I got. That's my recap. Hopefully, y'all were thoroughly entertained and educated. Please stay abreast on that their government shutdown stuff because it could affect a lot of people, especially if you on government assistance. Um, And this YouTube thing, we'll see. I mean, you just gotta wait and see if it comes to fruition. Now, my last parting words is Jay Wilson seems so bothered by Nestcation and all that other stuff. I honestly feel he wants to go, but I honestly Jay Wilson also see that he's being phased out. He's no longer, I'm not gonna say relevant, but he's no longer included. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really the young kids who are doing that now, who are putting on the events. Now he says, "Oh, I can put on my event, my San Antonio and there," but yeah, but right now it's more being ruled by the younger version of the B sector. So you would seem out of place if you went to an event like that. Now you can say Lolo going and Tracy going, but they act like children, so they kind of blend in that way. But Jay Wilson, I think he feels lost on the island. To be honest, looking from afar. So Tracy, all she cares about is herself. Oh, no, I agree. I totally agree. She's very selfish. Even with the MU situation, and she didn't want to pay her back. Tracy's MO is to get your money and not to pay you back. You know, but that I hope she don't operate her real life like that. Because one day you will get payback one way or another. So, um, you know, that's all she is somebody who would take your money, borrow your money, and then find a reason to fall out, and that'd be the reason not to give it to you. So, anyway. The Great White Phantom says Sassy looks like Joyce, but with a big giant bell pepper nose. Joyce. Mm, I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. Please thumbs up the live. Thank you for your engagement. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture, $ Circuit Crown. Once again, thank you to Molly Maybach for stopping by and blessing the platform with $4.99. Oh, and then Neska is so ungrateful, yo. And I don't know if Molly heard this, but she is so ungrateful. Those who were giving her super chats last night, she was sitting up there and told them, uh, guys, I'm not being ungrateful, but I'm kind of like tired of seeing the same super chat. So can you guys like if you wanted to give me $4.99, can you up it to $1 so it can be $5.99? And if you wanted to give me $7.99, can you up it to $1, give me $8.99? And I was like, oh my god, that I was like, you ungrateful like I don't want to say bastard, but I'm like, damn, if somebody even went through the steps to go through all the work to give you a super chat, which you know ain't easy because you got to put in all this damn information and then they got to verify that it's correct, and then they actually sit up there and give, and you tell them to give $1 more. I was like, oh, and what? And then on top of that, we know you asking for a donation for Nextcation. I was like, wow. I was like, I would never tell somebody to put no dollar on something they said, like something else they said. Like I just wouldn't do. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. That was so distasteful. Like so very distasteful. The way it was communicated, like it was just like, put a dollar more. I was like, oh, some people got some high undeserving opinions of themselves. To like, ooh, you should, child. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. That just blew me up. That just blew me away. So what's up? Just say hello to C-Mac TV. Hello, C-Mac TV. I hope you have a great Friday. Ness trolled the ish out of him. She told people that Wilson called her behind the scenes and asked to be surprised. Black Girls Code. I asked that question. I was in Ness's chat and I said, Ness. I wrote in the chat, I said, Ness. Did Jay Wilson contact you behind the scenes to go to Nestcation so that he could be a surprise guest? And she said, yes, he did. And I said, I knew it. I knew it. So I guess Hershey ran back and told him what went down. I guess he flew off the handle. So, child. Yeah, baby. Let's see what y'all saying. Who this? Melissa Scott. What's going on, Melissa? Coffee quiz. What coffee quiz you give? You talking about what? What? What's the quiz about? When coffee will make you go, or how fast it would go out of you? I don't, child, because I know anyway. Folgers, or what's the other one? Because I don't drink coffee like that. Now we grown. We pay our own way. The ride, live, don't beg. Facts. Yeah, he do. He be begging. He be begging. He be begging. Yes, he do. But thank you, Melissa Scott. All right, let me see. That's her husband. Oh Lord, I ain't. Child, I thought she was kidding, but who knows? No, she wasn't kidding. I asked that question. You it should be. You should be able to go back and see it in the chat. I don't know. Sharona B, what's going on? How you doing, Sharona B? Happy Friday to you. SKJ Wilson was pissed and cursed. Oh, I gotta go look at that. Really? Really? Well, that's what he get for trying not being happy with the way God made him. God didn't want him to put no damn injections in his head. God made him that way with 6 speed bumps, and he is supposed to accept it. Okay, sit up there trying to redo God's work. God didn't make no mistakes, Jay Wilson. You know you about the Bible. God ain't about all that fixer upper stuff on the body. Now you gonna piss off God trying to get fixer flat in your face. All right, keep playing with God, thinking that you could do better than He can having needles injected in your head. Okay, let one of them needles be don't work right or get stuck or sit up here and have you one head bigger than the other. Anyway, or one side of the head bigger than the other. Oh, child, crazy. You said Sharonda B says I caught another lie. There too much up there. It's a lot going on. These people just crazy to be honest. But we'll see. All right, y'all got to get up out of here. I will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all for your engagement. Thank you, Molly, once again. Thank you to my wonderful moderators. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great Friday. Hopefully, I can come back tonight. Um, if anything else pops off. All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. And thank you for y'all uh, generosity. What you say? Oh, Lord. SBTT Poo Poo says, come get your fillers on Sir is free per two. What? You must be from France, or are you from Haiti? I don't know, girl. What are you trying to say? Sir, come get your fillers on, sir. Is free for two. I guess it's for you. Okay. Sorry about that. You're gone already. No, no worries. I got to go, girl. I got to go. I got to go. But I'll hopefully be back later. You can hit the replay. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. Who should we play? We should play the begging moose. Here we go.
Thank you for the cash app. I'll be forgetting to. Can y'all hit my cash app, please? Can y'all hit my cash app, please? Thank you, though. Thank you for the cash
Mm. Putting people in the headlock to give them more cash out, more super chats. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.